Welcome to Triple G. As we explained last week, it's going to be Triple G because I don't know what the third G is going to be, so we'll just keep it at that. I had a whole episode planned out of what I was going to talk about and just, the three subjects like we do every week or every episode. But just kind of based on, I don't want to go into too much detail because everybody knows what happened last Friday. It kind of hit me a little harder. And maybe, it hit everybody hard, but I think I just want to use this episode to kind of special edition, just kind of base it on that subject. Had a lot of things to say since then that you can't really put into words on Twitter and Facebook too much that you can actually say in the spoken word. So, terrible, everybody's already got solutions to what to do, gun control, and everybody's jumping on the bandwagon of we should all join together, and we all know how well that ends up with everybody joining together in this country. There's not a lot that you can do or say in this time. It's like the ultimate helplessness, right? When something like when a natural disaster comes, you can always donate money and help rebuild the city or whatever, but you can't do anything for these families that are gonna help them cope with this. You can't do anything. I know that if it was me, I'd want everybody out of my space as much as humanly possible. So I think we should all just lay off them for a while. But the media is not that kind. They were interviewing kids after it, which is just deplorable. But I have a couple of thoughts, and I think I'm still going to go through a little bit something about games and a little bit something about music as it relates to the same subject. So I'll start with that, and I guess if I think of anything else to say and really kind of drive it home, I'll say in the closing moments. Okay. A lot of people say that, video games are to blame for all the violence and all the terrible acts and everything that go on in the world. There's a lot of people with censorship committees and whatnot that say that. I don't necessarily agree with that statement. I do agree, however, that they have done a lot to desensitize a lot of society and a lot of gamers to violence and to horrible acts that can occur. I think, I was always one of those people too that just kind of said, censors don't know what they're talking about. But I guess thinking in my own mind even, it's like when my brain's trying to process what could have gone on this past year and all those shootings, it's like all I can see is just, blurs. And it's like my brain won't let me process it, and I think that's a good thing. But there's I noticed a lot of trolls and stuff out there who are really exploiting this, and I don't think that it's helped that a lot of them are probably gamers. So no, they're not the reason for violence, but I do want to just kind of, know the reality from the fake. Play your games for fun, but don't let them be a reason that you're numb or cold to this kind of stuff, because you can't be, A lot of shootings and a lot of deaths and stuff have happened this year, which I think is why a lot of people are calling it one of the worst times. So, and I guess since my show revolves around video games, I thought I might just put that out there as one of the points I'm trying to drive home. Music, I could almost say the exact same thing I said about video games. It just kind of depends on who you listen to and what you take from the lyrics. But I think what I really want to say is there are a lot of different ways to cope with losses and to cope with stuff you're feeling, but I think the thing that has actually helped me through the majority of anything I've ever encountered in life is music and listening to it. This is obviously not aimed towards the people who this personally affected, because no amount of music they listen to is going to do any good. So I'm just, I guess, anybody who doesn't know an outlet that they're trying to kind of process everything that's happened this year and kind of process anything that they might be going through. Music is amazingly therapeutic. Don't listen to, I guess don't listen to a lot of hate screaming music if you're trying to get over something, because that's just going to make you mad. You probably have the reverse effect, but if it's therapeutic to you, do it. It's better to do that than go on some comment board and yell at 13-year-olds for using improper grammar, especially during stuff like this. So I guess for me, even an album that came out 5 years ago, there's like 4 or 5 songs on it that are really pertinent to today. So I've just been listening to that over and over again, and it's really helping me process my thoughts and think of what we could be doing to become, I guess, a better human race in general. So if you play it, play it. If you listen to it, just listen to it and let it ease. So that's basically all I wanted to say in a nutshell. A lot of people reacted with Sadness Friday, and it was very sad, but I was infuriated. And I think it's helped that I've waited a couple of days to kind of say everything, because it's helped channel it a little bit. But I've got a 2-year-old myself, so knowing that in 3 years that she's going to school, and I guess if things don't get better, it's kind of a hard weight to put on my shoulders as far as my daughter's concerned. I've said everything I want to say. Be good to your loved ones. Be good to everybody. Around the holidays, stress gets high, but just calm down. Chill out every once in a while. Keep love at a high and keep the stress level at a low. Because I think that'll help us all out in the long run. Do you want to say anything about any of it?
I was pretty devastated when I heard the news. It's just something I couldn't comprehend. I still have trouble. Because with the shooting over the summer, and then it's pretty terrifying and just terrible, just tough to put into words. And then you hear this when it's 6 and 7-year-olds, and I have a 4-year-old niece who's in school right now, so it's just really scary. And yeah, like you said earlier, and that there's probably nothing you can do for those families. Of course I give them condolences and wish them well, but yeah, it's just, that's a loss that's too great in a manner that's just too drastic to comprehend, and it's just terrible that such a thing had to happen, especially close to Christmas, because that's all, the little kids, that's what they look forward to is Christmas, and I couldn't understand or what anybody could think to even try to do that, or what goes through somebody's mind.
Travis mentioned Christmas. That's next week. A lot of us are very lucky to have families that we can share it with. And, moments to remember. So, safe travels. Have a Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Be safe on New Year's if we're not back in time for New Year's Eve. I'm not sure when our next film is, so enjoy the holidays. Safe travels. Love. Live like every moment, I guess, is going to be remembered forever.
Good. Yeah, everybody have a great Merry Christmas. Safe travels, as Eric said, and enjoy everybody's company and be thankful for all that you get or that you give to each other. So, and a Happy New Year if we don't see you again. Until after that, of course. We'll see you again, don't worry.
Yeah. For me and Travis, Triple G, have a good night. Peace.
Bye.